Alright, let's talk about capacity to ship package within D days. So this is a long description. So pretty much you have to return the least weight capacity of the ship. That will result all the package on the conveyor belt being shipped within days. So this is the in array, and then this is the limit date, and then you have to know what is the pretty much is the maximum weight for each day. Like, be honest, right? And this is definitely 15 because this is the most weight on this day, and this is 6, right? And this is 3. Alright, so how do you actually do this? You can actually find out what is the minimum for the inner array, right? In the inner array, and the maximum. When I say maximum, it's actually the total sum that you can actually ship all of the weight within one day, right? So, or you can actually split every single one into one day, right? So I would say like in max is equal to 0, and also sum. I mean, I'm going to use mean equal to 0, max is equal to 0, and then for int weight, and then mean equal to max mean weight, and then for the max, I just keep adding the weight. So this is actually the minimum in the array, so which is like the current maximum, like which is 10, and then maximum for the variable, you add everything up, right? And then I would say, well, means that's the max. I need to know like how many days. I mean, because I'm currently have the boundary between minimum and maximum, right? I need to know my arbitrary value first. Minus mean divided by 2, and I will have to traverse the weight. So I will have to return mean. This is because that in this value I will have the need day equal to 1. You definitely need 1 day to ship a weight, right? And also the current weight. So the current weight is actually depending on the mid, right? So if I use arbitrary mid, right, I will have to say if the current weight plus the weight is greater than mid. So this is the current weight, and this is the weight for right now in the for loop, right? It's greater than the arbitrary mid, and I will have to know this should be on the next day, right? So next day will increment, and also the current weight will on 0, and then also current weight will plus equal to weight. So if I keep adding and I know, oh, this is actually greater than my arbitrary weight, then I will have to set equal to 0, then I will keep adding. So which means I add for sure. I can actually say it's equal to weight and then continue, right? So I don't have to do it too many times. And then if my need day is greater than date, this is the problem. How do you actually need to set a limit? So this is the arbitrary days, right? Depending on the arbitrary weight, right? This is the arbitrary weight, and this is the days we have, right? So if this is greater than the date, then you have to think about what do you need to set. Are you setting the min or max? So need day is actually depending on the weight, right? And the weight is actually depending on the mid, right? So in order to make this less, we can actually just increment the mean, right? Increment the mean. So the mean will become mean plus 1. Oh, that's why the max is equal to mean. And this will be the solution. So here we go. And I just run it. And surprise, right? So let's talk about the time and space complexity. For the time, this is actually what log n, right? And this is actually all of w. And when I say okay, this is log m because it's depending on max, right? And these are the sum of the weight, so all of w, right? So for total is log n, right? Times all of w, which is w, right? So the total time complexity will be this. And w is actually referring to the inner array, the weights. And also for the space is pretty much constant, right? This is constant. You don't need to allocate space. And there we go. So this is the solution. And if you understand, press the like, subscribe if you want it. And this will be kind of difficult to understand if you watch the first time and then try out. Alright, see you next time. Bye.